For the ones who would love to be educated, that you already know about the Medion painting, but let me just kind of give you a little bit of thought of his tricks. This is an X-ray that was pulled off the internet regarding the images that is hidden in the Mona Lisa. There's nothing that I've done to this except for just examining it. If you can believe what I have to show, if you actually look over here, that is two dogs. Those are two dogs, a black dog and a beige dog. You can see the tail, and you can see the legs, and then you can see the snout, and you can see the ears, and you can see like the back tail. You can see these are people. Okay, those are hidden items in which art that is hidden within. Now, to spell out Leonardo is many different things in his works, but if you take a look down in here, there's wording, and then you take a look in here, there's wording. Now let me give you a little trick of his that is like a monkey throwing tomatoes against a canvas of or balls of paint, and you're kind of wondering what it's all about. Forgive me, it's been a long day. I've got like my 8th YouTube. Okay, this is actually an L, and then this is an E, this is an O. Okay, and then you got N, A, and then you have an R in the writing, and then you have a D. This is a D right in here, believe it or not. Oh, Leonardo, then a D, okay, then you have an A in here, and then Vinci goes across, and it's hidden in here, but you can see the I, and then you can see the I. You don't see the N, you don't see, you see partial of the C. His works are like that. Let me just kind of give you another little doodad for you to kind of see. Forgive me. Okay. If you actually look, you can actually, I didn't even check this, but this is how crazy of reading. In his works, here's an L, and then you can actually kind of see an E, which he blends in. You can even see an E over a big E. Here's an E, and then you can see a little E. What he constantly does is like, write your name over the top of your name. Just go ahead. And then write your name over the top again. But you can do it in different colors. You can do it in the same colors. You can do it without any colors with indentation. Leonardo da Vinci did thousands of times worse than that, and he knew what he was doing. So you got your L-E, and then you actually have an O that overrides, and an O. See how he kind of O, and then an O, okay? And then his N's are slashes. And then you got your A's that not only go like this, they also go like this over the top, and then they go way up here, okay? And I never even seen this, but I know it's there, because the reason why after 7 years, I don't even have to finish it. You know where I'm going with it. And it's that difficult, because after all his life of doing and loving the Mona, he was so obsessed with her that he had to marry her. He had to marry her. It's like being in love with yourself. You're conceited. You got to be something to conceited about. So, or have something to be conceited about. So, when you end up, excuse me, when you end up with a let's say the Mona Lisa moved away. And this is all he painted, was her. Me and you have dreams. And he's going to dream her. He's going to dream her for the rest of his life. I mean, how many times have you seen a friend? Someone from a distance. Someone that gave you a gift and you never seen again. Or someone gave you a gift by saying, "Hi there, cutie," or winked at you. And you're going, who was that person? Who could that person have been to me? But it didn't work completely like that with Leo. What it worked with Leo was he was constantly touched. And he was touched so much about the Mona that he could not stop showing that he loved the Mona. So written in here is not only millions, which is actually trillions of times, written his name, his lover's name. There's hearts like madness in here. If you look over my 420 YouTubes plus, you will see the little images in which I had to show. And he got into micros, and I know it sounds kind of weird when I discuss it, but take the head of a penny. I mean the penny, and look at the top of the penny, of the head, like a toupee. Not the part that runs, not the hair that runs here, the hair that runs here on a penny. The actual size of my woman's eye, okay, is about the top of the head of a penny, the hair. And I have counted within the little eye area by just multiplying in sections. And normally I'm about, always in my whole life, 10% within the range of the numbers. I counted a spot that was just about 1/100th of an area that was blown up on another screen on the hand and blown up as big as the screen again. And I know I'm underpriced in numbers of thought. And there was well over 30,000 images in it. Now, remember what I've tried to tell you if you follow. What he done is that he can take a triangle. Let's say you take a triangle, a dot, a dot, a dot, and each time you turn it, it still looks the same. But if you just move one slightly, it changes dramatically. If you have a dot here, and put a dot here, it changes dramatically. Now let's go to a circle. If it's a perfect circle, you got 360 degrees. On a triangle, you got 3 turns. Okay, so if you made that circle, okay, oval, or kidney shape, and you put 400 images on the outside, 400 images on the inside, you have 800 images. And then each time you turn it 1 degree, it multiplies. So now you got 360 times 800 images. That's on a dot smaller than a pixel. So you want to know how I can say trillions? That is actually an understatement. And we're only talking about the top layer. Because then it changes with light, it changes with depth, it changes with shadow, it changes with the chemical change. And look at this. Look what I just saw. Here's an eye, and here's an eye, and inside these eyes, okay, are images that built the eye. That's what he does. He's a totem pole. So this is kind of like a puppy dog. You can see the nose and an eye and an eye. And here's another puppy dog and another puppy dog and another person. And it just keeps going. And then finally he builds his whole item of his individual that he wants to build, which ends up to be, out of cartoons and portraits, equals the Mona Lisa. And this is the Mona Lisa, okay, when she grew up. But you know what? You can't say that she's not just as good as this Mona Lisa, because she is the same. You can never change that person. What has changed? Her soul, her spirit, her attitude, her love? Psh, nothing's changed but age. She is still as beautiful from the moment that all has known her. A friend of mine years ago, I used to say, "What a face you have." Didn't mean any disrespect. It was just, what a face. He says, "Yeah, it's going to be with me for the rest of my life. Not going to change it." And he loved her face. And she grew up to be a magnificent woman. So there's my little part. And I want to let you know, I want to thank you for all the viewing, all the subscribing, all the great comments. And I want to wish you good health and stay safe. And God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens. And you have a magnificent night, okay? Amen.